Hi guys, I'm back again doing a quick video while my skincare sets in. So I have a naked face, but I am not actually going to be doing makeup on my face during this tutorial. We are just going to do a quick little talking about eyeshadow primer, why you need it, what it does, and how to use it. So I know this is kind of like, I feel like this is like step one of makeup, but not everybody knows this and not everybody explains it. So that's what I'm here for, is to tell you what to do. Now, granted, I am not a trained professional. I have learned mostly by trial and error, but this is a product that I have been using, I don't even know how long, probably 20 years. So this is something that I've been using for a long time now. Granted, I have been using newer products as well that are different primers, but this is something that I swear by. It's the one product I tell everybody, you have to have this product. So without further ado, let's continue. Okay, first, what is an eyeshadow primer? Some people have no idea, and that's okay. Guess what? If you're just getting started, or you really want to, you know, make your makeup look better, or you're just getting interested in makeup, or you're just getting brave enough to do makeup, that is 100% okay. And that's why I like to do these videos, because I want people to feel good about themselves, and that's why I love makeup. It's like a hobby for me. So what is eyeshadow primer? It is either a liquid or a cream based product that helps make your eyeshadow go on smoother, your eyeliner go on smoother. It essentially works as like a double-sided tape to help the eyeshadow stick to your eyelid, and it lasts like forever, like so long. So why do we use it? It creates a base for eyelids and absorbs any of that oil on your eyelids. Now, of course, I don't have particularly oily eyelids, and if you do, you might want to play around with a few eyeshadow primers, just because one that may work for me might not work for you. Also, it helps so the eyeshadow doesn't get patchy, and I don't know if you've ever noticed like your eyeshadow wearing off throughout the day, or you have like this giant crease right here, or it's heavier on one side and lighter on the other, it just starts to come off. This is what that will help do and not do. Does that make sense? And then it helps intensify the color. So you're looking at your eyeshadow palette, for example. This is actually going to be my next video. This palette's a little loved, and it's pretty new. This is actually the Anastasia Soft Glam palette, but let's say you really just want this color. You love this color, and you go to put it on your eyelids, and it's super light, and you're like, thank you for letting me spend so much money on this eyeshadow, and it does nothing. This is what a primer does. It helps you so you get that true color. So, how do you use it? I usually use my fingertip, which with some makeup artists is a big no-no. You can use a makeup brush. There are lots of makeup brushes that are specifically out there to help put on primer. It's just not something that I use. So I'm going to go through the ones that I have, and then we'll go from there. So I have, they are very loved. So this is actually like a little, not travel size, but like sample size. This is, or I guess travel size, Too Faced Shadow Insurance. It's a 24-hour anti-crease shadow primer. So I'm going to try to show you guys the different formulas. So let's see if I can even get it to come out. I have a new one that I just haven't opened yet. So see how it's, there we go. Let's lower that a little bit. There we go. And then let's just put it right here. So it just kind of goes on. It's not very tacky. It goes on pretty smooth and colorless. This is one that I actually really like. Another one that is more of a liquid one, which is the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. Now they have this in, I know there's like an age one that helps with your, aging eyelids. I have only used this formula, so I know that different formulas will do different things. So if one formula doesn't work for you, another one from Urban Decay might. So this is actually my little sample size. It's almost gone. So I'm going to squeeze this one because that one is not open yet and I really don't want to get into it. But this one is like, it's rough. It's rough to squeeze up because because it's so almost gone. And so let's just put this one over here. So this one I feel like is more tacky and more wet. I feel like it's more oily, but it does dry. It dries clear and then it will dry and what's the word? It will dry so it's not oily, like not wet, if that makes any sense. One of my other all-time favorite ones that I have used for years is, this is by MAC. It's in a pot and it's called Prolong Wear Paint Pot. And they have this in a bunch of different colors. I have basically just a nude eyelid color that I thought matches pretty well with my skin tone. So I just take my finger, of course it's a clean finger, and I just put some in there and I'll just like, where else do I put it right here? Just kind of pat it on there and then just slowly massage it, but I pretty much just pat until it's all around. Now this, you can kind of tell there is a little bit of a color there. And this one will dry extremely fast. So you want to make sure that you have it on and covered everywhere and then do your other eyelid because this will dry extremely fast. And this is probably the most drying one. So I don't know if you have oily eyelids, this might actually be the one for you. I'm not 100% positive though. But I really, really love this product. And like I said, they have a whole bunch of different colors, including some with like undertones of like pinks or browns that help kind of change the way your eyeshadows look. The other product that I have, which I cannot find, is a Milani primer. And I featured it in my drugstore video I just did about Maybelline and Wet n Wild. And that one is really tacky as well, but it does the job. So if you're looking for something that's not as expensive, that is a way to go. I do like that one. And then another thing is, this is my concealer I use under my eyes to highlight my eyes. And you can just use this. This is the Tarte Shape Tape. The color I'm using right now is light neutral. And it just has this really fun doe foot applicator. And I literally just tap a little bit on my eye. And then I'll take my beauty sponge, which is kind of dirty right now. And it's usually damp. And I'll just tap it out on my eyelids. So it's everywhere. And that works actually amazingly well. So if you don't want to buy another product and you want to invest something under your eyes, you can use this as well. And that will kind of do like a double duty, which is really nice. The other thing, which I have never tried, but I have heard lots about, is using something like this Maybelline Color Tattoo. This one is in gold. I have a whole bunch of them from L'Oreal and from Maybelline. There's one like that's a bronze color. This is gold, and they are essentially, let's see what it says. So it's a 24-hour color tattoo eyeshadow, but they're essentially just dried down really, really like dry. So that will also help as well. So that's what you do. You put it on your eyelid, you let it dry for a minute. And now this is a tip that I'm going to tell you that will help you so much. And I just recently started doing this and I cannot believe that I haven't done it before. So what you want to do is once it's dry, you're going to take a translucent powder or a neutral eyeshadow of whatever look you're going to do that day. So let's say I'm using this palette that I showed you already. I would probably use this one. It doesn't have shimmer in it. It's a matte, just white eyeshadow. And you're going to take just a flat eyelid brush and you're just going to put it all over your lid like this, everywhere, just to set that primer. That way, not only is your primer set, which seems like an extra step that is like, why? Now I have primer, then I have to set it. Now you want me to put eyeshadow on. Why? The point is if you have it all set down and then you go in with your brush and let's say you've got your eyeshadow and you've tapped it and you start right here, ultimately it's going to be pretty heavy here. And if you have something that's kind of wet or tacky or sticky on your eyelid, it's going to go darker here regardless of how much you blend. So if you have it set, then it's just going to go on so much more even and smooth. So that is all my tips and tricks about eyeshadow primer, why we use it, how we use it, what kind to use. And if you guys have any questions, please feel free to put them down in the comments. Please thumb up my video, please subscribe, and then there's the notification bell so you are acknowledged when, that's not even, you're alerted when I upload a video. I try to make them short. I'm already at 10 minutes, you guys. I have an issue about talking, and if you know me personally, you know that that is a deal. But I am going to be also uploading videos that are non-makeup. Since my channel is all things Ambria, I think I'm going to do some party stuff and maybe some fun summer activities. So just stay tuned, and I'm really excited to keep the ball rolling on this, and I hope you enjoyed my video. Have a great day.